10-year-old Daniel sat quietly in a corner of his small, dimly lit house. Just a few months ago, his father had passed away unexpectedly, leaving behind a mountain of debts and a grieving family. His mother worked tirelessly as a seamstress, but the income barely covered their meals. Daniel, once a lively and cheerful boy, now seemed lost in a world of silence. At school, Daniel's grades began to slip. His teachers noticed how distracted he was, often staring blankly at his notebook or isolating himself from his friends. His classmates whispered about him, but no one approached him. It wasn't out of unkindness. They just didn't know how to help. One day, his teacher, Mrs. Olivia, called him to her desk after class. "Daniel," she said gently, "you haven't been yourself lately. I'm here to listen if you want to talk." Daniel hesitated but eventually broke down, pouring out his heart about losing his father, the financial struggles, and how he felt like a burden on his mother. Mrs. Olivia listened patiently. "Daniel," she said, "you don't have to carry this alone. Your friends, teachers, and even your school can support you." She arranged regular counseling sessions for Daniel, both with herself and a volunteer counselor. Slowly, she encouraged him to re-engage in activities he once loved, like reading and writing. Word of Daniel's struggles spread among his classmates, but not in a hurtful way. Instead, his friends rallied around him. They invited him to group study sessions, shared their lunch with him when he couldn't afford his own, and even helped him with small chores to ease his burden at home. For the first time in months, Daniel felt like he wasn't alone. During one of his sessions with Mrs. Olivia, Daniel shared something he hadn't told anyone. "I feel like no one understands what I'm going through," he said, "but maybe, if I could help someone else feel understood, it would mean something." Mrs. Olivia smiled. "That's a beautiful thought, Daniel. Have you ever considered becoming a counselor or psychiatrist?" Daniel took her words to heart. With the support of his friends and teachers, he worked hard to catch up on his studies. He read books about the human mind, took part in debates and discussions, and slowly rebuilt his confidence. His determination grew stronger each day. Years passed and Daniel's hard work paid off. He graduated with honors and pursued a degree in psychiatry. Today, he runs a mental health clinic in his hometown, offering free counseling sessions to children in need. He never forgot the support and kindness that lifted him when he was at his lowest, and now he gives that same hope to others. Life's challenges may knock you down, but with the right support and inner strength, you can rise above them. Sometimes the hardest moments shape us into the strongest versions of ourselves.